All right, since I took an early exit in round 3, I was then able to go on ahead and record some of the other games of the tournament. Here is the semifinals on the PS4 side. We have Joel going up against Dreamz. Now, both of these guys are two well-known players in the community. Really tough players. They play a lot of online tournaments. They play a lot of wagers, and these guys are tough. Probably better than I'll ever be. These guys are really good. So you see, Joel is in the Steelers, and Dreamz is the Falcons. Now, Dreamz and Joel, like I said, these guys play within the community a lot. They wager each other a ton. They join tournaments, and they play against one another often. So they play each other a lot. Majority of the time, I'm going up against somebody I never played before, but these guys play each other so often, so they're not really, playing somebody they're unfamiliar with. Right here, throws on the run right there, and Dreamz catches it out of bounds. Now, this right here turns out to be such an incredible game. When you got two top-tier players like this, it is very difficult for somebody to just get blown out. I mean, it can happen, but it's difficult. Joe was down 14-0, but then after a score, he ends up bringing it to 1. But then it looks like Dreamz is about to go on ahead and score, and as he does right there, and take a 21-7 lead. Now, the winner of both of these guys had to play some sweaty games to even get to this point. So again, these tournaments have been really fun. A lot of people have been looking forward to them. Some of the games we had, including this one, were classics, and everybody's just going crazy at how the game ended. Now, there was a handful of games going on, but I was only able to record one game at a time as Joe beats Dreamz over the top to make a 7-point game. Rose Bowl on the Xbox side, he lost before the semifinals, but I was unable to record any of his games. I actually didn't record anybody on the Xbox One side because once I lost, the really amazing matchups were happening on the PS4 side. So, okay, I got to record some of these games because they're so, the matchups are really good. As you can see, Joe ends up tying the game 21-21. And we were joking in the stream, either their offenses are really good or their defenses are really bad, or maybe it's both. Both of them are, like I said, they play each other all the time, so they're really familiar. They know what to expect. So I'm sure they know what type of plays beat each other, and they're trying to make adjustments more so on defense because offensively, both of these guys are, really good. So right here, Dreamz ends up eats up that son going on the left side, and he ends up getting stopped at the 5-yard line. I believe Dreamz got ball first, so I believe Joe gets ball at halftime. Right there, looked like it should have been a touchdown, but he ends up stumbling and he ends up falling, which is key because the very next play he gets stopped at the 5-yard gain, and he's going to go on ahead and I believe gets settled for a field goal. Now, unfortunately, Joe ends up receiving a message right there. And how I'm able to record the game, I just go to their Twitch and I just screen cap it. So you can see on the bottom right, you see my bird, how you just see his neck and you don't see his beak or his face or anything like that. It's kind of cut off. For whatever reason, I couldn't fit the screen. It wouldn't let me. But Joe ends up retaliating and he ends up taking the lead. And he was down 14-0 at one point, and then puts on a 28-10 run to then take the lead 28-4. It's a fumble. If he recovered that would have been huge. And the game comes down to the final seconds, and watching these games live, it's incredible. It's just amazing to sit here as Dreamz beat Joe over the top, to watch these games happen live, and is unbelievable. Let me tell you, unbelievable. Even though I know what happens in the outcome, obviously, and a lot of you guys know too, because you guys were in the stream, there's nothing like watching a classic game like this live and everybody going crazy. 3rd and 17 reroute, and that's what a lot of players. Again, I'm very unfamiliar with the tournament scene. I don't play these guys because that's just not my. I'm just a head-to-head guy. I just try to get content for YouTube. I just go play ranked matches, and whoever I get ranked up against, that's who I play. But these guys, they play each other a lot, and I forgot where I was going. Dang it, I had a point. I had a point. I forgot where I was going. But anyways, you know, these guys are both just good, and you can see it's a battle. It's an offensive battle at this point. Joe rolls out the pocket, throws it up top, aggressive catch, ends up dropping it, but he's already in field goal range, so unless something crazy happens, he should go on ahead and at least tie the game. He falls on the one, and me, 4th and 1, I'm going for it right there. I feel like you go on ahead and hit that QB sneak glitch, and you're going to pick it up, but he goes on ahead, he settles for the field goal, 31 all, and, you know, this game comes down to the final seconds, pretty much the last play of the game, which is, you know, incredible. So 31-31 right here. Dreamz is, both of them have been moving the ball against each other pretty well. You know, 1st and 10 right here, standing in the pocket, ends up throwing the flat routes, and a lot of these guys have that was my point, that a lot of the people in like these top players, they all pretty much have, you know, similar offenses and defenses, because it works and it's really tough to stop. Like a lot of offense, a lot of play action to stop blitzes, a lot of blitzes, Mike Scrape, you know, a lot of edgy, just a lot of blitzes in general, and a lot of things what a lot of people do. And like I always say, man, a good player can definitely learn from what is being successful from what others do and try to implement that scheme. A lot of people use a lot of crossing routes, and you'll see a lot of rerouting. I don't know how the hell we caught that. A lot of rerouting. Like, that's just what a lot of players do. Like, they'll sit there and they will just reroute one guy 4 or 5 times until they get open. Right here, 3rd and 4, runs the ball right up the middle, and as you can see, he's clocking all the way down, and Dreamz finally decides to use a timeout. Joe, very smart, decides not to score right there so he can waste some more time. Dreamz has to waste his last time out here, because if Joe scores, he wants to preserve some time, and Joe gets stopped. He wastes the clock all the way to 5 seconds, and he ends up scoring. He ends up going for 2, and the running back, Reggie Bush, holds on to it, and Dreamz is now down by 1. Joe decides to go for it on 4th and goal, QB sneak, gets in the end zone, goes for the 2-point conversion, and ends up winning the game. Hell of a game, a lot of offense. Wow, that's the end of the video, fellas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Joe ends up moving on to the tournament. It's your boy Jess. We're going to go on ahead and be signing out. Peace!